Hey gang, I got a special request from MsScorpio to do a quick video on foods post-op. She had lap band, and of course I had gastric bypass. Um, but they really aren't that different. They're both restrictive. Um, But obviously, gastric bypass has the malabsorption, which limits us more than the lap band people. In case anybody doesn't know, when you have gastric bypass surgery, they take the very, very top of your stomach and cut the rest of the stomach away, and you're left with about a 4 ounce pouch. And your old stomach, your remnant stomach, that gets stapled and kind of pushed off to the side and remains connected to your duodenal switch into your small intestines. But your new pouch that's been created, your esophagus goes to the new pouch, and then the new pouch has its own little, it's the roux limb. It's a new intestine created that goes from the pouch to the small intestine. The average gastric bypass person has about 100 centimeters of small intestine bypassed, so it's about 3 feet. We lose our pyloric valve. The pyloric valve is at the bottom of the stomach. Before food goes into the small intestines, it goes through the pyloric valve, and that little valve kind of monitors how much food goes into the small intestine. So without the pyloric valve, basically our pouch is, I mean, it's not even like really holding anything, that it food can just move right through it. And that's where dumping syndrome comes into play. Sugar and fats are the two big things that gastric bypass people can dump on. And dumping does not mean you're in the bathroom going number two. It means your food has moved too fast from your pouch into your intestines, and of course you have no digestive juices without the remnant stomach. So you've just got sugar or you've got fat straight up dumping right into your intestines, and it can make you sick. You can get a little fever, the chills, your heart starts racing, you get very fatigued. It can last 20 minutes, it can last hours. So with that, you know, what, I don't want to call it a problem, because that's why I wanted the gastric bypass. I wanted the fear of dumping. But with that symptom or result, it tends to keep most of us gastric bypass people away from sugar and high fatty foods like fried foods or fast food. Now, I know there's a lot of gastric bypass people out there that do eat that. They don't get sick, or they eat just a little bit, so the dumping doesn't occur where the food rushes through the pouch into the intestines. I have two things that keep me away from that. One, I don't want to eat like that anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of food controlling my life. I want to just live my life and just eat to live. I want to enjoy it, but I'm a binge eater. I don't want to do it anymore. And, two, I don't want to get sick. So I don't mean to go off on a tangent there, but I just want everybody to understand why I eat the way I eat, and how really anybody can benefit from the way that a gastric bypass person eats. But I stress again, vitamins and supplements are crucial. I eat very, very dense protein. I don't fluff my food up with a lot of filler stuff. I try, like if I do a chicken salad, I do very little celery in it, very little onion, just enough to flavor it. I barely use any mayo, and of course I use light mayo. And I'll put hard boiled eggs into my chicken salad just to give it that extra punch of protein. I don't do salads very often though. And I don't mean salads lettuce. I'm talking chicken salad, tuna salad, that kind of stuff. I will just take a chicken breast and I will chop it up. Like I'll lay it out long and I'll slice it up. And I will stir fry those pieces of chicken in a little sesame oil just to give it a little flavor. I may do some green beans or snow peas or broccoli on the side, and then mix it. And I have a no fat, no carb stir fry sauce that I use just a little bit of. I think it's got 2 grams of sugar in it. And that's just to flavor it. And I would say the ratio of chicken to vegetables is probably like an 80-20, 80% chicken. And I will do 4 to 5 ounces of chicken. So it's 7 grams of protein per ounce of pretty much any meat. Chicken, fish, ground beef, pork. It's 7 grams to an ounce. So if I can knock 4 ounces of chicken out, boom, I've got 28 grams down. The vegetables always come second. You've got to put protein first. I will do just shrimp cocktail. I mean, that easy. I'll just, buy the frozen bags of shrimp. It's already peeled and deveined, thawed out, and the giant shrimp, 5 shrimp is 18 grams of protein. So you sit there and eat 9 of them, you just got 30 grams of protein. I also do shrimp stir fries. I'll do scallops. Now, scallops is a treat to me. I will salt and pepper each side of the scallop. I'll get some olive oil hot in a pan, have it like to the point where it's like rippling. I will sear each side of like a medium-sized scallop for 1 minute, and then I take a pat of light butter and I reduce the heat down, and I kind of take the pan and kind of set it to the edge of the burner, and the edge that's still on the burner, I'll put the pat of butter in there and I'll sprinkle thyme into the butter and let that melt down, and then I just baste the scallops with the butter and thyme. And then I just eat just the scallops. I don't put it in anything. So that's kind of what I do. I just do really dense protein. My treats or snacks, I don't know what you want to call it, snacks I would say, I do just deli cheese. I'll do provolone or American. And I also get the string mozzarella cheese. I'll eat that. There's a organic multi-grain cracker. You get it in like the natural food section of your grocery store. I forget the name of it. It's a black box and it's long and skinny. The multi-grain crackers are so good, and I think they've got 2 grams of protein in them. There's like hardly any carbs. There's like 1 gram of fat. So I'll put the mozzarella on those crackers. They're good. And I don't really do slider foods. Remember I said the pouch, food can move through it quickly because you don't have a pyloric valve. I don't really do yogurts and cottage cheese. Although you can get protein out of them, I find they just don't fill me up. They don't keep me full. So I just don't really mess with slider foods anymore. I'm far enough out of surgery that I should be doing much more denser meals. Also I'll do a pork tenderloin. I have a low carb recipe where you marinate it overnight, and then you just bake it at 325 for about, 50 minutes to an hour. Just get your meat thermometer out. Make sure you've hit 155 degrees on it. And pork tenderloin's very good too. There's hardly any fat in pork if you get a good piece. So they're my ideas, and I look like shit. I'm sorry. I just woke up from a nap, and my hair's a mess, and I'm sitting here in a big baggy t-shirt. Alright, well anyway, I did the video for MsScorpio, so I'm sorry I look like crap. Alright gang, see y'all later.